All right, let's talk about your financial future. I want to give you a really powerful way to think about it. And you know what? It all boils down to one simple but absolutely crucial choice.
So picture this, just you standing in a hallway, and right there in front of you are two doors. That's it, just two.
And here's the thing, neither one looks bad. On the surface, they both look perfectly fine. But what's behind them? Well, that's going to shape your entire future. So the big question is, which one do you choose?
Okay, so what are we really talking about here? What's actually behind door number 1 and door number 2? Let's break down these two very different futures. So, behind door number 1, you've got what we'll call the easy life. This is all about instant gratification, right? Spend your money whenever you want, buy whatever feels good in the moment. No planning, no stress. But then you have door number 2, the disciplined life. This is, well, it's different. It's about budgeting your money, saving and investing for what's coming, and actually thinking before you spend. One feels totally free right now, while the other feels a lot more deliberate. And here's the real kicker, the trade-off. That easy life, it's a blast at first. Super fun, exciting, zero stress. But later on, that so-called freedom just disappears. It gets replaced by constant stress, no savings, and very limited options. Now, the disciplined life feels kind of tough at first, maybe a little restrictive, but the payoff? Oh, it's huge. We're talking real financial freedom, way more choices, and so much less stress down the road. It's a total flip over time.
But here's where it gets really interesting. This whole thing isn't about one single massive choice that you make today and you're done. No, the real power of this whole idea is about something much smaller, something you do every single day.
Because, well, there's a twist.
See, it's not like you just pick a door, walk through, and bam, it locks behind you forever. That's not how it works.
A much better way to think about it is this. Every single financial decision you make, every little purchase, every dollar you manage to save, it's like taking one small step. It's either a step closer to door number 1, the easy life, or a step closer to door number 2, the disciplined one.
Okay, let's make this super real. That coffee you grab every morning, that thing you bought online without thinking, those impulse buys, every single one is a little step toward door number 1. But when you manage to put even a little bit of money aside, that's a solid, clear step toward door number 2. And what about investing, especially if you start early? Whoa. That's not just a step, my friend. That is a giant leap toward door number 2 and all the freedom that comes with it. So you got to ask yourself, which way are my steps taking me today?
So what do most of us do? Let's be honest. A lot of people start walking toward door number 1 just because it feels easier at the beginning. The problem is, they try to switch paths later in life, and by then, changing those deep-rooted habits is so much harder. The smart move? Start walking toward door number 2 as early as you can. You start to build momentum, and you get to enjoy all those amazing benefits way sooner.
Okay, so the concept makes sense, right? But talking about it is one thing. How do we actually do it? How do we put this into action? Well, let's turn this whole idea into a simple, totally doable challenge.
All right, here it is, your challenge. For the next 5 days, that's it, just 5, I want you to do one thing. At least once a day, I want you to consciously choose the harder but smarter option when it comes to your money. Just once a day. That's it. Sounds simple enough, right? So what does that actually look like in real life? Well, maybe it means you see something you want and you just don't buy it. You resist that impulse. Or maybe you just transfer a few dollars into your savings account. It doesn't matter how small. It could be as simple as saying no to one unnecessary expense. You see, every single time you pause and ask yourself, hey, is this getting me closer to my goals? You're taking a very deliberate, very powerful step toward door number 2. And doing a challenge like this, even for just a few days, helps build the most important thing of all, the right mindset. So let's talk about the big idea, the huge mental shift that ties this whole thing together. And here it is. This is the big mindset shift. Real, lasting financial success, it's not about one brilliant lucky stock pick. It's not about winning the lottery. It is absolutely not one single huge decision that defines your entire future. Now, true financial success is actually a lot quieter than that, but it's also way more powerful. It is the result of those small, smart choices, those tiny little steps we've been talking about, that you repeat every single day. It's the consistency. That's what builds the future you actually want. So let's leave it with this thought. You don't choose your future all at once. You choose it bit by bit, every single time you decide what to do with your money.
So, the next time you're about to spend or save or invest, just ask yourself one simple question. Which door am I stepping toward right now?